Hi everyone, I'm Jami.
I'm Joel.
And we are?
I guess we're still two people evolving,
We're
aren't
still
we?
two people evolving in a world evolving. Welcome to our 2019 broadcast. We're moving forward from some of our radio shows to actually going into live broadcast. So hello everyone.
Very sweet, nice, yeah, hello. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. This is 2019. This is the year. What's this year to you?
Oh, this is a question. What's this year to me?
Yeah, this is the year of?
Well, I guess I'm going to say full awakening.
Great connection. Full awakening, great connection.
Okay, well,
we're
the
gonna
same
merge
thing.
That. We're merging that.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Guess what, everybody? It's time this year where you get to be who you were born to be.
We do have a divine design for each of us, by the way.
It's a very divine design, and that's why I'm referring to this year as 2019, the year of great connection. Mm-hmm. Joel, you're referring to it as?
Full awakening.
The full awakening. This is the year where everything that we have been becoming, it's as if everything else is a rehearsal. And now we're going live, just as Joel and I are going right on live here, no editing. Here we are, bold, brave, connected, divine beings, transcending the fears and the editing and the suppressions that we have had on this planet for a long time. We're going
to know who we truly are. Yeah, because we are.
We are. It has been said by some of the great spiritual teachers out there and the masters and some of the angelic kingdom that this year 2019 is the year where our soul's highest purposes will be coming in alignment with universal synchronicities in our life.
Well, I love synchronicities. I really do. I always am, I shouldn't say always, but I have been really paying attention to nudges and urges and hunches to realize, oh, this is a direction, this is a key for me to follow, even though I might not know where in the world I'm going.
That's
I am
the point.
willing
It's
to
not.
follow.
It's not us. We don't know anymore. Everything we thought we knew and should be going forward. This is the year that says stop it and be present, because the future has nothing to do with our past.
Beautiful.
Now maybe we've honed some nice, cool gifts and talents, or maybe
which
some
is great.
Have been reactivated in us.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever that is, it's like just dropping the cards of the hand that we have held and the cards we think we need to pick up, and just surrendering them and watching which cards are dealt to us from the universe, because we are ready. We're really ready.
Well, and it's in each one of us, as I see it, to return back to where we never left to begin with. But it appears like we did leave, and so here we are out on these experiences that have we bumped our head a lot of times.
Or we got clobbered into forgetting.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of a planet.
I think that's part of the plan, was actually to forget who we really are, so then we can contract ourselves to full limitation, to then expand ourselves to unlimited expansion, infinite expansion.
So in other words, that's like divinity that comes to animate extreme density.
Exactly. Exactly.
They said right? Said it couldn't be done.
We accepted this, went, oh, good idea.
So we come to this, let me get this straight. We come to this planet of extreme duality so that we can prove to ourselves that the light is included and will burst through anything.
Exactly.
In fact, all is included in the light.
Exactly.
The darkest of shadow, the darkest of demonic, the darkest of crazy is the spark source of God on a free will planet, a part of a third dimension matrix reality, where we get to play with all sides of light, and that includes the shadows, the dark, the black. It's not just pink here. I would like that. I really would like that.
Here?
I really would like that. So welcome to the year where everything in you is bursting to come forward as the truth as you are. Everything you've been preparing for with your awakening journey. Consciousness studies helping you out here. How has everybody been doing this?
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm thinking and seeing that if I look through the eye rather than with the eye, then I find my brothers and sisters who are all one, because there's only one being playing all the parts, but it's forgot that it's all the parts.
Like a broken hologram or a mirror, right?
Yeah, because the hologram, no matter what individual parts, if it just shatters, individual parts still hold the whole within itself. So the whole of consciousness, or the whole of creation, is within each and every one of us. And it's our destiny to become increasingly aware of these infinite wonders of creation. So all we're doing is waking up.
And we're divine expressions of the divine.
Exactly.
No matter how shattered we
Yeah,
felt
no
we
matter
got,
what it looks
we're still
like.
a piece of the divine
Absolutely.
that has never left those patterns of perfection.
Perfect word.
And that is a part of that I am divine presence that is alive through each of us by a flame within our heart. This is the year where we call spark forward to flame, big roaring flame, and we sit with ourselves in great connection to the divine connection that is breathing us and animating us. It's as if we can imagine ourselves just sitting in the lap or in this bubble of whole completeness, beauty, grace.
Yep.
This is what we do
Absolute
at our
perfection.
altars when we sit in our meditation and we call ourselves present to the presence of life.
Mm-hmm.
And then through that, taking this conscious, aware, loving, nurturing time each day to stream our love with that energy and let that energy stream the unlimited, steam. I'm so excited, I'm talking so fast.
Okay, well, breathe, which is a great thing
Breathe.
to do. Always breathe, be still, and know that I am.
And breathe from the center of the earth, because her pattern has never left the confidence of who she
No.
is here to hold us in grounding while we're doing the work we came here to do and become what we've come here to be. So
Which is
always
just to
breathe
awaken
from
back
the
up to
earth
where we came
ground.
from. Yes.
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 And to expand and grow more of that where
Exactly.
we came from.
Exactly. That's the reason for the experiences.
So this is it, people. Every other year to this point has been a dress rehearsal. A dress rehearsal, because our
Action.
aliveness is ready. Yeah, your lights, camera, action. Here we are. So ponder your own lives this moment right now with what is it that wants to burst through you. And if you don't know, it's brilliant. Because
Yeah.
your highest purposes are naturally and divinely being called forward
Yep.
with synchronistic opportunities that will pivot you immediately out of a life you may not even like or know what to do with at
Well,
this
very
point.
true.
Because all your prayer and your intention has to be, as you sit quiet with the energies of the year of the great connection, the year of great awakening.
Yeah, full awakening.
Sit quiet with yourself for some beautiful music that will lift you and connect you. And sit with that place within you where you are feeling that warmth coming from within and all around you. And call it forward to show you. Call it forward from your heart to open the door from that spark and fan that flame. Sit there in that connected space and surrender everything you think for all that is you, that's the truth of you, with your intention clearly being my highest gifts and talents now naturally express in alignment with divine purpose, and I am open to receive the grand synchronicities. I move my life forward. Spirit, soul, divine essence within me, heal me of all distortions and misconceptions, misperceptions of what is not the greater reality. I surrender my lower desires for the highest desire of the greatest life that I may be and express on this planet. In my full unity as a self-realized
Absolutely.
being, no more trying to awaken, no more cramming
No,
or
because you
studying.
already are.
Just this is it, people. We have been prepared
Yeah.
for this point.
And by the way,
year.
all that you've just said includes health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression.
Yes.
Because that seed is within each and every one of us. And all we're doing is waking. It's like when you plant corn in the ground, you put the seed of corn in the ground, it's in the dark. And it doesn't appear like there's anything that's happened.
It feels like a little dried up seed just hanging out.
It's just like there it is.
Yeah, there it
You
is.
don't see anything. But when it arises, it doesn't come up as wheat. It comes up as corn. So it's an identical harvest. So we have the seed planted of perfection within us. It's not going to be something else. It has to erupt and blossom as itself. It has to. It's identical harvest. So if we are spending our time concerned and in fear and we're going to get that identical harvest because consciousness is perfectly fine with whatever it expresses.
And that's
because
what
it
we
expresses
fed the seed.
everything.
That's what we fed the seed.
Exactly.
So we may as well feed it some divine
we might-
fertilizer.
That's a perfect
Bloom it,
example.
blossom it as
Yeah.
it's born to be, but it does need nurturing and cultivation. Wow, I'm excited for all of us. What a wonderful
Absolutely.
year. And even if it feels like a horrible year, a horrible day, or a
That's
horrible
perfect, too.
moment that you're sitting and watching us right
That's
now,
awesome.
we're here to remind you that this is where we can declare it to be different. It may take
Exactly.
us into a great state of humbleness.
It
probably
might.
will. We've got to be willing to realize there's more for us than feeling that we just keep perpetuating this pattern of victimness and that life is not for us, that it's either an accident or that's easier for someone else that has an easier life or has more resources and isn't on the edge like me, or isn't broken with an addiction, or it hasn't been abused or hasn't been the abuser. No. We're talking all of that is a human reality of the lessons in which we are learning to bring love and compassion to at home and to all our brothers and sisters. The duality is only a fake experience of the oneness we have that was the fertilizer to remember the powers of creation, that we came here to create it all, including to call love to our miscreations and those that threw their miscreations and their dark shadows on us. Wow, we get to.
But there's no one to blame, because once we really wake up to the realization that there is only one, and that everything that we see is because we are in a certain portion of creation from which we are viewing the world, and that could be distorted. So we're going to think that, well, look, they're wrong, I'm right. Well, forget about that, because from that perspective, they are right. From your perspective, you are right.
Wow.
So it depends on what perspective we're looking at life from. That's why I said to see through the eye rather than with the eye. Because when you really see it, then you understand the plan. Then you realize, oh, I'm not going to condemn anybody. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to be at odds with anybody, because I'm only hurting myself. Why would I pinch myself by acting as if there's somebody else causing my pain and suffering? It's because of where I am positioned in the level of awareness that I am currently aware of.
And so in that moment, maybe we're forgetting that we have contributed to the perpetrators by our thoughts, by our own acts of violence, perhaps in other aspects of ourself and other timelines on this planet. Don't let that comment blow your head off. Just understand that we have all contributed to everything by sheer agreement to come into the law of one and the law of life on this planet. We actually agreed coming here that we would take free will and make personal choices as to what we would do, how we would blossom, how we would perceive.
Yeah.
We came here to experience duality and density fully. We've all experienced
just to transcend
everything now. In fact, because we've been a part of that hologram, like a giant movie playing for the collective, all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
We have played every part.
Every part.
Now it's time we get off the stage of the chaos.
Exactly.
Or we get off any stage we're trying to be something, and just stop it and own the original foundation of what we're here to be as our unique part and contribution to the whole, because we're wired like snowflake patterns for the patterns of perfection to blossom through us and to be here what we are here to be and do. And this time is now. And so if we don't know what that is, that's brilliant. If we think we know what it is, forget it. Because let's start over today in this moment and call it forward. Call forward our truth, higher purposes, and highest destinies, now in alignment with the true powers of the synchronicities of heaven, of the universe, that moves me forward to be everything I've come here to be a part of the solution on a broken planet that is transforming magnificently right now, despite how chaotic it looks.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's got to be chaotic to break down, and we get some of that going on.
Yeah, because we have to realize, Jami years ago made a statement that I heard, but I wasn't really conscious of what it really meant. But she said the statement was, the outfit is getting too tight, which means that we are now ready to move to a higher level of awareness, because this level is too contracted. Mm-hmm. So anytime we feel a contraction, it's a great thing, because it's a sign that you are about to burst out to a higher level of awareness, a higher level of consciousness, a more expansive way of living, where it's the funniest thing, because those things that bothered us suddenly don't show up in our lives anymore. Those things that kept us limited suddenly disappear. It feels magical, but that's what happens. Unless we resist, if we keep resisting, we're going to keep perpetuating that same
And if we keep contributing to the pattern of that, that's causing that chaos or that block or that inability to be able to receive, we've got so many programs running through us, family, ancestral, from the collective, from our race, from our culture, that has told us how we're supposed to be. And it's brilliantly created some really distorted, limited human beings that can be controlled, right? Ouch. This is the time where we're coming out of those cells and we are moving into the greatest freedom of ourselves. realizing that we have many costume change, many outfits that have been too tight, and it requires us to move forward and put on a new outfit or run naked boldly in the light that we are through surrendering everything that we've been into absolute bare freedom to say, what now? Divine presence within me, what now? This isn't even a way anything out there can save us.
Not at all.
And with all due respect, really, without any lack of due respect, anything out there we're expecting to save us or fix us
will not.
They're pointing to the very things, those beings, those prophets, those masters, our beloved Christ, the angels, Mother Mary, all the beautiful beings of heaven that are assisting us within our light and transformation, are showing us the way and telling us to go into our Father's house, which is in through our heart. And it's also Father-Mother.
That's
it's also
true.
Father-Mother energies, the awareness, the Christ perception, awareness, consciousness of the masculine, and the great holding of unconditional love and the power of creation by Divine Mother. Those two together create the light, source light of everything that we are, regardless how we chop it up in individual deities that we all call to. There's something greater that births all of that can't be stopped. It can't be stopped to such a degree. It just keeps creating us to go forward and be expressions of it and know that it is alive as us.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
And
us,
it is calling us home. It's time for us to wake up.
And home
to
is
who
heaven
we truly
wherever
are.
we go. When we
And
wake
it says,
up,
we have been told the kingdom of heaven is where? Is within.
My Father's house has many mansions. Yes. We're in one example of that just on this planet.
Absolutely.
Or just within our own culture.
Well, even in
with
this,
our beliefs.
on this planet, we are individually, it's so this same world is so different individually, which tells me that there are infinite states of consciousness from which one can view
perspectives
the
that you
world.
can have an opinion and hold
Exactly.
it to be true. In fact, fight and defend it to be true.
Yeah. And it is true from that perspective, but it's a relative truth. The truth is not that at all. The truth is, we are the conceiver conceiving ourselves to be, but the conceiver is always greater than the conception.
Yeah.
Always.
It's like getting stuck on one scene of the movie, and all we ever do is play that scene out, that little clip, and we get so excited about it that we see ourselves within it, and we even try to become those archetypes or that whatever we are to fit in that scene, because if it's not that scene, what is it? We're nothing.
But that's not.
It's just one scene of the
Yeah,
greater play. We are all
exactly.
contributing and co-producing this life on this planet together. So this is the year of collaboration.
So let's make it a really wonderful life.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a movie like that.
It's a
But I
wonderful
mean, wouldn't
life.
it be wonderful since we are capable of doing that? Since that's there to experience, then why wouldn't we just go ahead and say yes?
Yes. So say yes today, beautiful viewers. We love you. We are here to bring our excitement for 2019 and our understandings forward in what's enlivening us. You can see we get pretty excited about these things.
We know you are what you really are.
Year. Take your time to sit quiet and interview yourself and reflect. Take a look to see what you're willing to surrender that could be in the way of your receiving good. And it may bring you to tears to do that, but this is the time to surrender all of that and call forth the truth of everything that is yearning to be birthed through each of us individually. And it will not look the same for either of us. So stop comparing. It's the greatest gift of love you can do for yourself. Stay in your own lane on this freeway of life.
Exactly.
If you've got a private lane, stay in it.
We do. Because we each have something that we're here to do that nobody else can do. They can't fit that role because it's ours. That's why that divine perfect self-expression is ours. And sometimes we don't even know, well, what is that? Well, that's where Jami's suggestion is really great, to just sit still, let everything you thought was, let it go. And see what shows up.
What's
because
alive for
we
you.
will be moved in the right direction because we are divinity itself. So we will live our divine nature when we stop trying to do other than that.
And I want to share something really cute that I saw yesterday on Joel Osteen from the Lakewood Church in Texas. He has a guest that comes a couple times a year named Joyce Myers, and she really inspired me with a talk actually titled "Stay in Your Own Lane."
I like that.
It's so cute. And how she concluded that talk, by the way, it's in the archives for a few weeks at the Lakewood Church, if anybody feels inspired for this. But she was really speaking about all of us as the body of God. So if Joel's a foot and I'm a hand,
right?
Joel's a foot and I'm a hand. Why am I trying to be Joel's foot? Right? Because the truth is I need my hand to take off my boot. All right? Joel's good at being, a foot. So the point is, we are born as a unique piece of that body and that wholeness of God in a divine plan. So play your part that you are, because it's very unique. Doesn't matter if you're
and it's beautiful. It'll be
boot
perfect.
or a hand.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh my God! What if we had 4 feet and no hands? How do you put your boots on?
Well, this is a problem.
You can't.
Yeah, no.
We need the hand.
Yeah,
so
we
whatever
do.
you are, go do it. And if you don't know what that is, beautiful.
In fact,
Because if
before you
come
do
alive,
it, go be it.
Go be it.
Yeah,
and question even what you think and ask for the truth of who you are to come alive now, where your highest divine purposes are now in synchronicity with the beautiful synchronicities of 2019 coming to you from heaven, coming to you from the universe, coming to you as destiny and divine plan on this planet where we are shifting into a new age. This age is of remembrance and this golden light of who we are at this Christ in time birthing through all of us. So viewers, I hope you're inspired. Hope you're inspired. We love you.
I hope you realize who you are, because that's the main thing, is to remember, I am the I am.
Yeah, and if you don't remember, go look in the mirror. And if that
Right.
doesn't work, whack that mirror with a big baseball bat into a bunch of pieces and pick up a little piece and look what
But don't-
you
yeah.
see. It's still you.
But don't
You're
try to
not-
change the mirror. Change yourself, and the mirror will reflect what you have changed yourself to be.
Put a blanket over the mirror if you're going to
Yeah,
whack
right.
We are not responsible legally for any of your actions, okay?
No, that's right.
But
No, we take
love
full
you.
responsibility for ourselves.
We love you.
Absolutely, we do.
2019, the year of great connection. 2019,
The year of full awakening.
full awakening. We love you. Thanks for listening to
Yes,
us.
thanks
We'll
so much.
see you again. Thanks, listeners. Have a wonderful day.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.